What is going on, guys? This is Aussie Van Man. Just getting up a little late. I didn't really party much last night. I ended up going to sleep. Well, I cracked it up pretty early. I did stay up watching movies though. But oh, bugs. Just heating up some short ribs here, and waking up a bit. Not too bad of a morning out here. It is a little warmer today, but that's fine. Oh no, I don't want those bugs. These little gnats are trying to get on my food out here. Anyway, we're just having a bite to eat, and then we have a product review to do. We got sent, well, I'll get into that in a second, but I'm gonna eat this up first before the gnats get to it. We'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so here we go. We got this sweet new product that's been sent to me, and I'm excited about this for a multiple bunch of reasons. It's from cybertake. Is it down there? Yeah. It's a portable air conditioner. Let's get this open. I really want to see this thing. Apparently, I have looked at a brief video on the internet about this. It's a pretty popular little unit. Oh. Alright. This is the power brick for it. So that will plug in to the unit. I heard something on the internet that really excited me about the power usage on this thing, at least for the air conditioning portion. So this isn't just an air conditioner, this is reverse cycle. This is air conditioner and heater, which is pretty amazing. All right, there it is, the cybertake outdoor air conditioner S2. I don't know if it's S2 or, yeah, I think it's S2 is what it was called. It's actually super light. Look at that. It's maybe like 20 pounds, 25 pounds. This is very cool. Now, I did see they got these filter brackets that pop on and off right here, I believe. I don't exactly know if I'm doing this right. There we go. Yep, there's a filter. You can crack it off, give it a dust off. Not fully sure what these little rubber bits are for. Yeah, we'll look at all that. This has another filter on the front here. I'm guessing this is the output right here. We got all the buttons and digital display on the front here. Pretty cool. But the really cool thing I like about this unit, I heard on the internet, is when you're running the air conditioner, it won't run on any higher than 500 watts. And you know, with the air conditioners, they have a big surge of power usage when they start up every time. This doesn't do that. Every time it cycles on, it does a slow cycle, and it will go slowly ramping up to the 500 watts. So you're not potentially blowing out your power every time, especially if your battery's getting low. That surge watts can really affect the batteries and the inverters and the power stations. Right, I'm gonna read the manual, check out how to set this up, and we're gonna, right out here outdoors, we're gonna switch it on. It's a little cooler now that the clouds have come out, but it's about 80 degrees out here today. So it has been a little warm. Oh, look at that. That's cool. You can direct that line there. Okay, anyway, we're going to start setting this up. Have a look. Plug it in. I may just power it on here with no hoses on it. Maybe we'll test the hoses out later in the van. Plug it in here. I got the power bank hooked up here. Now, where's that power line? There it is. Okay, so we've got a power station sitting over here. We can turn it on to. There we go. Power is on. It's saying it's 77 degrees. It's already blowing a fan right now. That's cool. All right, here we go. It's pulling wattage now. Only 14 watts. That's wild. Oh, 60 degrees is as low as it goes. It's on cool, on auto. 25 watts, 45 watts, 55 watts. Okay, the compressor is cycling on. I can feel cold air starting to come out. Oh yeah, that is blowing cold air right now. And it's only using 100 watts. What the heck? How is that possible? That's insane. That's 100 watts. It's only pulling 100 watts and I can feel cold air coming out. 115. So this is what I'm talking about with the slow pull as it gradually amps up. If you can see here, look, it's 183. It's slowly going up, and this should slowly go up to about 500 watts. I believe from videos I've watched, they say it doesn't go above 500 watts on the pull, which is pretty amazing, especially since it's like a 5,000 BTU unit that it only pulls 500 watts. That's crazy. You got a little light on the outlet here telling you that it's on cool right now. And here we have it set to 60, cooling. That's your temperature control. There's all these other buttons for timers, manual mode, power, etc. Fan speed. So I just turned the fan up a click. Whew, that is nice and cold, guys. Oh yeah, I can feel that real good. It's just blowing straight up towards me. That is nice, guys. But we are gonna test this out in the van because that's where it's really gonna, oh wow, right here. That is ice cold right here. That's nice. We're at, wow. Wow, what the heck? Very slowly. It's barely over 250 watts right now. So I could just sit out here and chill and have this thing blowing right on me. It's actually, this is crazy. I think because it's not having to work as hard, it's hovering around 280, 290 back and forth. So it's not even gonna breach 300 watts. That's insane. I know at my van meetups, if I have a nice cool little tent set up and we're gonna be running this thing in the tent, everyone can jump in and cool down during the day. This thing is gonna be a hit with my friends, I'll tell you that. I'm impressed. It just reached 300 watts. I've been running it for almost 10 minutes now, and it's only got up to 300 watts just now. And yeah, it's blowing really cold air out. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I wanna set this up in the van and test it out in the van. So I'm gonna pack it all up. We're gonna set it up in the van. Let's check it out in there. Oh yeah, I just wanted to go through this real quick with you. So we're going to vent the hot air out the window. So you have to put one of these guards on the back here. That just locks in like that. Then there's a locking ring like this that goes onto here. And then it attaches to the hose, which we have here. Oh, let me get back a bit. And we're going to vent that out the window. Got some drain plugs back here because it is condensation. We're not going to be running it long enough, so we're not going to hook that up. Alrighty guys, so we're improvising here. Obviously it's not going straight out the window because I'd have to cut in a sleeve to go out here. So I've got this window cracked here. I just got the hose up against the crack there, so it's going to blow down out there. Not perfect for a full-time setup. Obviously what I would do if I was actually going to do this is I'd actually cut out a piece of poster stock or foam stock or wood or something like that to place in this area or in a front window. I'd probably maybe vent it up to the front window, vent it out the front window with the same idea. And you can also get on the front here, you can attach a grill. Where is it? You can attach this to the front here as well and have a hose coming out the front, so you can bring the cold air all the way up to the bed. Don't mind the mess right now. I've been moving stuff around today, but I could vent it right up next to me onto the bed there, which is really cool. All right, so let's fire this thing up, see how we go. This is great. So we have the temperature right here. It's currently 75 outside, 82 inside, a little warm inside. So we're gonna put this AC on and see what we can do. Yeah, that is definitely the exhaust. I can feel warm air coming out of there. This one's pulling in air. So we'll just bend that up so we can recycle the air from inside, blow the exhaust out there. All right, that's better. And how are we doing? Oh yeah, already got cold air. What is the power usage? We're at just over 300 watts. So I guess it does cycle the power depending on what needs it has. Since it's hotter inside here than it is outside there, yeah, it's cycling on more power. So it's at 340 watts right now pulling. It is blowing nice cold air out of there. That is nice. Now I will say, this unit probably in the middle of summer in my van is not going to do what my mini split does, but it's not designed for middle of Phoenix summers. This is more for an outdoor use, camping use, portable use. It's not, it's not a 12,000 BTU unit. This is a 5,000 BTU unit, which is around the same amount of cooling power as a window unit has. Which, for in a tent or an outdoor setting, you just want to sit there and have it blowing on you. Even in my van here, like today, in this kind of weather where it's, it's 77 degrees outside now, according to the temperature here. And it's going to get warm inside here. Well, it is actually getting warm inside here, or was. Now I got the AC going. It should start cooling down in here. Oh, I can already hear it starting to cycle down a bit. So yeah, it's only it's hovering around 300. Oh, it's actually gone back up. It's at 400 watts now. But yeah, that's blowing nice cold air. I'm loving this. And the fact that I'm not using any of my battery bank right now is amazing. I'm literally running this off a power station right now. Yeah, there's quite a bit warm air coming out that exhaust. So in the future, going forward, I'm definitely gonna want to properly hook those ventilation tubes up, because I do not want that exhaust venting back into here and warming the place up. Right now it's kind of throwing it out the window, but not all of it's going out because I don't have it properly sealed. So, but this is nice. This is really nice. But yeah, definitely feeling way cooler in here right now. I was sweating when I was first in here setting all this up. Now I'm definitely not. Let me put my head in there. Oh yeah, that is ice cold. Woo. I like that. That is really nice. Okay, so it's been running for a while now. It's feeling very nice inside here. I will say it's gotten up to about 462 watts usage, which is still really great for an air conditioner. And there is actually, I see a leaf button here, which I think is eco mode. I wonder what that's all about. Let me try press that. Okay, it's on eco mode now. Let's see if it changes. Oh wow. Yeah, it's ramping the usage right down. It's turning the compressor down, the fan down, and it's going way down, like under 300, 230 and dropping. It's still blowing cold air. I wouldn't say it's as cold, but yeah, there's an eco mode where it can ramp itself down and not put as much power out. I will say it's definitely not as cold, but it's still cold. It's still cold air. I like that. Okay, that's a cool function that it's actually got an eco mode, even though it doesn't really use that much power as far as air conditioners. Oh wow, what the heck? It's only using 150 watts right now. That's insane. Okay, so I changed the eco mode to a different eco mode. It just started cycling the compressor back on. We're running at 276 right now and still throwing ice cold air out of it. So I'm thinking a little bit more about where I'd put this unit. I think because it has a remote and you can run a tube from the outlet to the back here, I would probably actually put it in the front cab since it's walled off there. But I think my main thing I'm going to be using this for is going to be setting up like a shade tent, especially amongst when I got friends around, and I'm going to run this thing in the tent. I think that is going to be the coolest thing. We can all sit there and be icy cold in the tent and just run this thing. That excites me a lot. I love that idea of having an outdoor air conditioner like that. Or even if I go for a hike, I could just quickly throw this thing out, set it up, plug the power in. I don't have to have any vents or anything, just set it up outside and just have the cold air blowing right on me just to quickly cool me down. That's another cool thing about this thing. All right, we're gonna turn this off. I'm gonna go out and I got some stuff I got to do today. What we are gonna do though is we're gonna test this thing. I'm gonna test this thing out tonight when it gets cold. It got down to like, I think the low 40s last night. It was pretty cold. And we're gonna test this thing out and see how it heats up tonight. All right, so we got a little bit of maintenance to do on my sound box here. Right here, I snapped the speaker stand out. I guess it's a plastic one, not a metal one, so it did not last too well. Okay, so we're gonna pull this one out. There's a bit floating around in there that I gotta try to get out. And hopefully the one that I bought to replace it fits okay. We'll see, I guess. Doesn't have as big a screws as this, but maybe we can use these screws. I don't know. Oh, I hear a red tail talk. Alright, so I got the other piece out, luckily. I don't know. It was kind of difficult, not gonna lie. But I did get it out. Alright, we are gonna get my drill out because it's the new mounts have 4 holes instead of 3, so I have to drill the other screws in. So let's get on with that. Alright, let's see how this goes. I don't know how hard this wood is that I'm drilling through. Keep going. Oh, battery died. You gotta be kidding. Alright, so I'm always, well, I'm actually have to wait for the drill battery to charge, but I have a little snack to eat right now. So I'm always prowling the Kroger's for reduced to clear items. So why pay full price when you could pay way less? This cake piece here is normally $3.50, $1.70. What is it? Cookies and cream. So that's what we're gonna eat now. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, we got the new one in. That's nice and a sturdy metal, so that shouldn't break this time. I will probably have to replace the other one on the other speaker because I have 2 sound boxes. Luckily they come in a 2-pack, so I have 2 of these metal stand inserts, whatever they're called. Alright, that's one project out of the way. I don't know, maybe I want to play some VR. I haven't had a chance to play any VR for a while. I may do that a little bit later. We'll see. Definitely not going for a hike today. Just feel like kind of relaxing a bit. I'm gonna cook some dinner later. I have some leftover rice and I have an idea. I don't have all the ingredients to do what it is that I want to do with it, but we're gonna, again, kind of what's the word? Be creative. I'm gonna be creative and try to come up with something with the leftover rice from yesterday. Alrighty, we're sitting in the shade. It's quite nice in the shade here, actually. We're just editing a video because I got to get a video up for tomorrow. So we're quickly pumping that out. And it's a video on the Bowie power station, which I've been using and testing this weekend. There it is over there, actually charging up with its little solar panels there. Absolutely love this power station. This is very unique. I don't know, it's just such a cool little power station. I'm definitely going to be bringing this one on my travels. Alright, so we're going to do some editing. Don't know what we're going to do after that. Maybe play a bit of VR. And then I got to think about cooking up some dinner. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to test out later tonight before I go to bed. Test out the heating function on the air conditioner / heater. Okay, time to cook dinner. I'm still uploading the videos, so yeah, it took a little longer than I thought. Alright, so as I was talking about ingenuity and creativity for cooking, I've come up with an idea. It's very simple. I don't know if it's going to work or taste good. We will see. I'm hoping so. Basically, we got the leftovers of that Korean barbecue sauce here. We got the leftovers of the rice that I cooked yesterday. We have half a tin of Spam and a quarter of a large white onion. And I think we're going to try to do some sort of stir-fry, fried rice type thing. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to try. So let's go ahead and clean that up for a start. Alright, let's chop all this up. I'll chop that in half there. Just roughly, you know, this is going to be good stir-fry type stuff. And, yeah. Then we'll kind of chop this up roughly too. I have used Spam in fried rice before. Was a little salty in the fried rice, but it still tasted pretty good, I ain't gonna lie. We'll see. I don't have any soy sauce for this, so we're using Korean barbecue sauce and doing it like as if it's a stir fry, I suppose. I have no idea if this is going to turn out okay. Let's hope. I'm sure it'll be edible, but whether it's going to be great or not, I don't know. I'm just hopeful at this point. We're getting creative with what we got, because my cooking plans for the weekend kind of got ruined when I forgot to bring my Instant Pot, which is what I needed for everything. We may do, it worked for the short ribs, but I didn't want to cook the beans without the Instant Pot. It's just, in my opinion, it's just not the same. I have done it before, because I have, believe it or not, forgotten the Instant Pot before. So, alright. So bring out the cooker here. Set this up. Dash of oil just to fry this Spam up. Stand back. Oh. Start frying this up. Ooh. It's gonna start spitting at me. Oh yeah, getting a nice crispness on there. Let's go in with some onion. Alright. Let's go in with some of this sauce here. Let's shake it up first. I know there's garlic and stuff in there. Ooh, that smells strong. Okay. Now I want the rice in there. Alrighty guys, so let's ball it up. I got a lot of it here. I didn't realize there was so much rice, I guess. It's about 2 servings, so I could probably eat this tomorrow too. Okay. Let's give it a try. Definitely not a stir fry. I mean, it's definitely not fried rice. It's a bit of potato, onion skin there. Don't want that. Tastes like a sweet, almost like a teriyaki stir fry. Let's try it with some Spam. Oh yeah, that works. Spam's totally works with it. It's actually quite nice. Is it 5-star dining? No. But for camp food, this is absolutely phenomenal. For camp food, this is absolutely phenomenal. Really, really tasty. Great camp food. Nice and quick. It's funny that barbecue sauce has a bit of, oh yeah, sweet and savory. It's not just sweet, it's got some spice in there too. Oh yeah, that's quite nice though. For the little amount of ingredients I had, it's very tasty. Alright, I'm gonna eat this up and we'll check back in. I don't know what we got time for. I just had to start the upload again because the computer switched itself off and that's annoying. So if I have any daylight left, I might play a little bit of VR.
Got pins 4, 7, and 8. Moving on. Lead to converter. Going strong with a strike. Cranking the engine now. I wouldn't bet my life on a double. Trying to pick up heavy. Just clean up. Look at that. That ended up in the gutter. Some more pin action is needed. Picking up the full rack. Pick up. Let's see what happens next. Is it going to be a double? Pin 10 needs cleaning. Clean up.
Dead center field. Back-to-back jacks.
480 feet. Something tells me I can't actually shoot that one. Hit that
Steady swing, but need to tweak that launch angle. This one may not leave the yard.
Come on, bro.
fly ball to right center field. Doesn't have enough. 30 seconds to go. That's four. Fly ball to right center. That's a bomb. We're down to 20 seconds. 2x to
441 feet. I'll take it.
It's got 10 seconds. Back to back.
All right, guys. So it's starting to get late outside. It's about 7:30 right now. The temperatures are starting to drop. So we're gonna test this AC out as a heater now. All right, we got the power plugged in here. Let's turn it on, see if I can turn it on to heat. Okay, heat. I gotta turn it to heat now. Alrighty, we got it on heat mode. So far it's just blowing a fan. So I guess we just gotta wait for the heating compressor to start cycling on. But you know it's heat mode, obviously because of the sun up here. And a little orange thing here. Looks like 90 degrees is the highest we can go on this thing. Oh, there we go. I just started hearing it cycle on. So we should start feeling some warmth soon. Oh yeah, here we go. It's starting to heat up now. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so I think I know how it's doing this. I know exactly how it's using this as a heater right now. All it's doing is reversing. It's reversing the refrigeration. So I can feel cold air coming out the back here. So I would have to vent the cold air outside, and it's putting the hot air from the condenser or compressor, I can't remember what they call them, from the heat that it transfers, it's pushing it out to me instead here. So it's basically just, it reverses it, pushes cold air outside and hot air inside. That is nice and hot though. But because I didn't put the I didn't realize that's how it works. I didn't put the ventilation on the back. It's pushing cold air out the back. I can feel refrigerated air coming out the back here. But that is quite warm coming out the back in the front here now. Very interesting. That's how they do it. They I don't know how they do that, how they somehow reverse which order the cycle goes in. That's kind of crazy, to be honest. But yeah, I wish I had, I need to charge up my power bank. It doesn't have enough energy to run this right now. I drained it down doing a bunch of stuff yesterday and today. So I don't know exactly what the pull is, but if it's reverse cycle, I'm imagining it's pulling around 200 to 300 watts right now, and it may climb as it needs to. But yeah, that is quite warm. It's definitely getting hotter and hotter, that air coming out here. So very interesting that this can be used as a heater and air conditioner, but it's technically an air conditioner running. It just switches the exhaust to U for heat and exhaust out the back and cold out the front for air conditioning. That's a very, very clever way of doing things. I really like that. But yeah, this is getting hot already. I'm already starting to get too hot in here. It's upwards of 75 degrees in here now. It was about 64 degrees about 5 minutes ago when we started this. So I am gonna switch it off because I'm plenty hot in here, guys. Definitely gonna test this out in the winter. It's nice, dry, hot air. It doesn't so it's not gonna leave that humidity like the propane gas heaters do. So that's very nice. Alright, very cool invention. I never even thought about like that's a way you could have a heater and air conditioner. I wonder if the reverse cycle mini splits or the split units on the house, I wonder if that's how they run that, by just reversing the cycle. I guess that's what reverse cycle is. I've never really thought about that. Crazy. Well, the more you know, I guess. Alright, well, we're gonna pack up. I got a big day tomorrow. I gotta get up at 3:30 in the morning and drive all the way back down to Phoenix. But yeah, I'm going to leave you guys with a link in the description, and I believe I got a code for a discount for this too, so go check that out in the description. You can yes, we do actually have a code. It's 8% off. Code Aussie Van Man is all down in the description. Check the link out. This is definitely an option for those of you who are looking for a little bit of relief in the summer. I am definitely going to be using this as a backup and at friends' gatherings, putting it in the tent for a nice little escape, and I'm going to be hooking it up to power stations when I'm running low on battery in my van. So this is very cool indeed. And I'm probably going to try it out in the winter. I'd love to try that heating function out. I do have another heater, obviously, but I would like to see how this compares in the winter. Alright guys, until next time, this is Aussie Van Man. I hope you've had a great day coming along with me on my adventures and reviewing some interesting products. So this is Aussie Van Man out. I hope you had a great weekend, or you're having a great weekend this weekend. We'll see you later. What's going on here?